We ready.
Daddy, yeah. I'm a father, daddy, yeah. And a mentor, daddy, yeah. And a dad, daddy, yeah. I'm a father, daddy, yeah. And a mentor, daddy, yeah. And a dad, daddy, yeah. I'm a father, daddy, yeah.
Having a restraining order put on you is very serious and not to be taken lightly. A lot of fathers have endured this restraining order process, and like me, it was used as a weapon against them. In this video, please pay attention to the details that can help you get through your case and hopefully convince the judge that you are not what they're portraying you to be. You just entered the courtroom during your restraining order hearing. You have no idea what's about to happen. Well, you're in luck. In this video, I'm going to give you my top 5 tips that can help you get through your restraining order hearing that can possibly have an effect on the outcome of the case. Stick around. Welcome to Just Me and My Boys, and we're back. The Good Father movement is back. I thank you for clicking on this video. I got a good treat today for y'all, man. Hopefully, anybody that's going through a restraining order can find this video useful. Before I get started, make sure you stop what you're doing, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you can get the content as soon as I pull it out. Let's get going with the video. What's going on, fathers? What's going on, dads? This video is personal to me because this is something I experienced. And one thing I like to do is, through my experience, I just like to help other men, other fathers out. I realized after the mistakes I made and things I could have done that could have helped me in a situation. Well, restraining orders, unfortunately, I've been through one. I've been through a hearing, and it's one of the most agonizing and scariest things to go through.
Order!
You're in the courtroom, somebody's accusing you of something, and there's a possibility that you gotta stay away from them for a long period of time. Or your children in some case, you have a judge that's deciding everything based on the evidence and everything.
I'm scared half to death.
One thing I know that could have been helpful in my case is the way I perform inside the courtroom.
Build a pocket knife! Build a pocket knife!
And this is what inspired me to make this video, because I know a lot of guys go into this situation, whatever reason you're in there for, whatever you're being accused of, you're going there, you just don't know when you're acting off emotions, you just talking and you just hoping that your side get heard. But it's the way you present yourself and the way you allow yourself to be heard, which is key when going through a restraining order hearing. Before I start, let's look at what landed you in this position in the first place. You had to have been accused of doing one of these things to be in this position that you are in right now. So you've been accused of one of those things listed. Now, there's already an image painted on you as to what type of person you are. So it's up to you to convince the judge that you're not that person, especially if you was like me, being wrongfully accused.
See, that's what the problem was.
Here's my top 5 tips for a restraining court hearing. Number 5, respect the courtroom. You gotta respect the place that you're in.
Respect my house.
Respect the judge, respect the bailiff, respect everybody that has a role in that courtroom.
Order.
This is part of you showing your image and showing what type of person you are, because you have to convince the judge that you're not the person that you're being accused of being. So showing respect, saying yes sir, yes ma'am, and being polite. And that's real key with helping with your appearance in the courtroom. So you have to understand that. Respect the courtroom and respect everybody in it.
Respect my house.
So that's my 5th tip. Respect the courtroom. All right, my 4th tip. Have your evidence in check. You're in a court case and you are defending yourself. This is if you choose not to have a lawyer. You're defending yourself. The other party is going to be coming with evidence against you, so you have to be able to combat that evidence with evidence of your own. So again, you have to sway the judge that you are not that person that they're portraying to be. So any evidence, text messages, letters, phone calls, whatever that can help you with your case, make sure you have it with you and be prepared to present it. That can be the deciding factor of this order being extended or dismissed on that day. So that's my fourth tip. Have all your evidence prepared.
Jordan fades back, swoosh, and that's the game!
My third tip, this is a really serious tip. Check your emotions. Now, checking your emotions is vital to your case. You're gonna be hearing a lot of things being said about you that you're not gonna agree with.
What did you say?
Somebody got their fate in your hands. You can possibly lose seeing, in most cases, the person you love or your children.
Something is wrong here.
So you can get a bit emotional. In my case, my emotions hurt me because I just could not believe what was happening. I could not believe what was being said about me. I just couldn't believe this. Okay, yes, I've heard through my son that my wife at the time was dealing with another man.
Oh, man.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
So, of course you're going to be emotional. You're going to say some things. At that point, the marriage wasn't over. Of course, I still wanted my wife, but at the same time, she didn't want me. So now I got to hear all these things being said about me and watching my marriage fade away, and I'm losing my family. So of course I'm going to get emotional. And because of me getting emotional, the judge felt that I wasn't emotionally fit to be around her or my children. And that really hurted me. Had I known I checked my emotion and act accordingly, I wouldn't have had a judgment put on me. But because of those things, it went the other way. So that's why I want to help somebody out, because we tend to think the court wants to see that you care and all that. The court don't care nothing about your emotions.
Something is wrong here.
As a man, as a father, what the court cares about is facts and protecting who need to be protected. It's important that you show the court that you are not the person that they're portraying you to be. So that's my third tip, checking your emotion. My second tip, and you're gonna hear this in the courtroom, don't look, talk, or make any gesture to the other party. Again, you have to show the court that you're not the person that they're portraying you to be. So you have to talk directly to the judge. That's what all your attention should be focused on, is the judge. Answering questions when asked and being quiet when you're not being spoken to. You don't want to blurt out, you don't want to do things that can hurt your case. And showing a real aggressiveness in the courtroom, that can really hurt your case. So you want to be calm at all times. No matter what you hear being said about you, you have to look forward and look straight. Again, in my case, I did the total opposite. I could not understand what was happening to me. I refused to accept that my wife didn't want me around. I refused to accept that.
Kaboom! Man said no, not today.
So I was looking at her, talking to her. The judge had to tell me several times, stop looking and talking to her. But I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't check myself. I was like, wow. Like, all this stuff that's being said about me is untrue. And why is she doing this to me? This is the person that I'm building a life with. And she's throwing me under the ground.
Something is wrong here.
So sometimes you want to make eye contact to really look at him like, no, are you serious? Are you serious? But all those hurt my case. Again, it shows the judge, yes, I'm passionate about my family, but it did show the judge that I wasn't all the way there mentally.
Order.
Mind you, I did nothing, no domestic violence. I never put my hand on her. I never called her out of her name, but yet there's an order of protection extended on me. Because of what I exhibited in the courtroom was real alarming. The judge even ordered me to go to counseling because of it.
Hold up. Oh, man.
And I just could not understand what was happening. But hey, you live and you learn, right? That's my second tip. Don't look, talk, or make gestures to the other party while in the courtroom. Alright, man, we reached our number one tip. Our number one tip, have a plan for your children. And if there's no order of protection for the children, have a plan for your kids. Know the schedule that you want to see your children. If the order of protection get extended on just the other party, not the children, then you are entitled to still be around your kids. So it's important that you stress to the court, stress to the judge that you do want to see your children.
I want to see my son.
So what's going to happen is the exchange is going to be to where it's safe and nobody can get harmed. In my case, it was through a third party. She dropped them off at grandma's house. I picked them up at grandma's house. Never had to see it. But it was up to me to stress to the judge. Despite me doing all this hoopla, all this crying and everything in the courtroom, I stressed to the judge that I am a good father. I still want to be there for my children.
I want to see my son.
I can't take not being around my children for 6 months or to the next hearing. The judge, knowing that and understanding that I need to be in my kids' life, they at least granted me that. Told me I can't be around her, but still I can see my children. And as a father, that was the most important thing to me. For me to continue on seeing my children and for us to continue our relationship going despite what's happening between me and their mom. And it was a very hard time then. I had to go through it for a reason, and the reason led me to this point here, to where it's helping other people, helping other men, helping other fathers get through this troubling time. Because listen, man, that's a real intimidating place. It's real intimidating to walk in that courtroom, but it's nothing like walking in the courtroom prepared. Using these 5 tips can definitely help you with getting through this troubling time, this restraining order, this order of protection. It's not only hurting you, it's hurting the children, hurting everybody involved. I will admit, those was the worst couple of months of my life. I had to deal with not seeing my kids, knowing my wife was with somebody else.
Oh, man.
Not being in the house that I was paying bills at. I had to go through all that.
I got scared. I dropped my hot pocket.
But I'm here now, I'm good, I'm okay. I'm okay. So fellas, please, if you ever had a restraining order put on you, if you ever have to go to a hearing, use these tips and respect the orders of the court.
Order.
Use these tips and it can get you through, because I did the total opposite and lost my case.
Oh, man.
One thing I want y'all to know is, it's not the end of the world. Your life is not over. This can be an intimidating place, but you can get through it. We need you, and most of all, your kids need you. Make sure you check the laws in your state. Laws vary from state to state, and if there's ever a reason that you just don't understand something, go get a licensed attorney that can further assist you with your case. Alright, man, that's the show for this week, man. Thank you for staying through the whole video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, fathers, men, y'all take these tips and apply them to your life, to your case. But in the meantime, y'all keep checking in weekly. I'm gonna have the videos up. Just me and my boys, the Good Father Movement. If you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button so you can get this content as soon as I put it out, alright?
Jordan fades back, swoosh, and that's the game!
So I'll see y'all next time. Just me and my boys. Y'all stay safe, man.
Daddy, yeah. I'm a father. Daddy, yeah. And cool. Daddy, yeah.